In the last 12 months, I've sold over 12,000 products that I've purchased on eBay.com, and I flipped it on Amazon FBA for over $550,000. Now, my profit margin's around 25%, so that $550,000 isn't all profit, but I source tons of products every single day on eBay, undervalued, that flip and turn for a really great profit on Amazon. And in this video, I want to share with you 3 ways that you can start sourcing products to flip from eBay to Amazon without paying any subscriptions, no softwares. Well, one of them you're probably already using it, but it's not an eBay to Amazon like flipping software, but I'll get right into it. So if you're thinking about starting eBay to Amazon, you want to find more inventory, you just don't know where to start, I'm going to give you this one tip to begin with. The best thing that you could do is just start literally, just go into your Amazon Seller Central and look at your orders every single day. Anything that you're selling for, I'll say over $40, you're going to want to try to reverse source that or search for it on eBay. So let's just say, for example, I don't know, maybe you flipped a specific Sony CD player. Maybe you sold it for $120. And believe it or not, yes, a lot of the old vintage CD players, Sony in particular, sell for a lot of money. I mean, I just sold a Sony cassette player the other day, brand new, for $250. They're rare. You're not going to find them all the time, but that's the great thing about eBay. There's millions of people selling their stuff and their old junk. So the best thing you do is go into your Amazon sales, go under orders, or you can literally go into your business reports, download all of your sales over the last maybe year or so, and look for anything that's over $40. The more it's selling for, the better, because it's going to be a lot easier to find it at a decent price on eBay. Like if you're selling an item for $25, it's going to be hard sometimes to find items for $5 or $6 shipped out the door, so you can pick it up and actually flip it and make a profit. So the more expensive something gets, $70, $80, $100, $150 it's sold for on Amazon, the better chance you're going to be able to find it. So just pull that report or go look in your orders every single day, find your items that are selling, and then just go to ebay.com. It's that easy. Type in the brand and the specific model, filter it to newly listed, lowest first, and just go through all the different opportunities. Now, many more times than not, you're not going to be able to just buy it now at a great price. I mean, maybe 20 to 30% of the time you will without using any software, but send these sellers messages, make best offers. Also look for auctions. I also will filter eBay to auction, and I'll go to ending soonest. And a lot of times I can snipe deals like that. So that's 100% free. The same thing if you're out at a thrift store or an auction and you find this really cool item and you're like, oh man, I want to buy this item, but why is my Goodwill got to be selling it for 70? Go look on eBay. Sometimes you could find it for 50 and hit your profit margin. So that's tip number 1. Now, tip number 2, I guess this is a paid option, but this tool isn't meant to be sourcing from eBay to Amazon, but they have some really cool features that I use to kind of help myself to source products. And the tool is Seller Amp. Okay. Seller Amp is a tool that I use to be able to do product research, to analyze deals. I can plug in what I paid for the item, what I'm selling it for. I can see all the sellers. But one of the things that I like with Seller Amp is when I'm on an Amazon listing. So say, for example, I want to sell that Sony CD player and, I'm on the Amazon listing and, I'm on the eBay search, obviously. Instead of having to filter eBay and do all the filtering, which, it only takes like 20 seconds, Seller Amp, it has a button called eBay on it. Now, you will have to go into your settings and configure it and make sure it's there. I don't know if it's always there, but there's a button that says eBay. And when you click on it, it does a reverse search of the UPC. So it uses the Amazon ASIN and it finds the UPC associated and does a reverse search on eBay, which is just a great way. So maybe you don't have your eBay page open. Maybe you just landed on the Amazon page for some reason. Maybe because you opened up your Amazon reports or your recent orders and you clicked on the Amazon listing. Just hit the eBay button, boom, reverse search of the UPC, just filter it real quick. And that's a way that I source a lot of products. And tip number 3, the final tip for, the free options, I guess number 2 wasn't free, but most people are using that to analyze deals if you're selling on Amazon, is get yourself a Google sheet and build a Replens list. So take step number 1, that tip number 1 of, downloading your reports, or make a huge list of all your recent orders of over maybe 40, 50 bucks, add them to a Google sheet. And then for each one of those items, look it up on eBay and filter it by lowest first, buy it now, US only, whatever your filters are, and then copy that URL, and you could use like tinyURL or a URL shortener, paste that in the Google sheet that you have, which is your Replens list, and pretty much put the title, put the ASIN, put your little shortcut to eBay, and then maybe put a target price, and that's always going to be filtered per search for that specific item you want to look for. So maybe you have 100, different Sony items that you're looking Replens for on a daily basis. Just as an example, one by one, have, you or have your VA go in and filter each eBay URL to lowest, newest listed. You can even do auctions. You can get creative with this. Paste that link into the Google Sheet, and then every day you can manually just go one by one. Now, I don't do this anymore because I've built a Replen software for myself, which hopefully will be coming out very, very soon. But I also use Flipmine. We have some other strategies, but that's the thing. If you're on a budget, you don't want to spend, money on subscriptions and automated solutions. You can do it by manually sourcing your recent sales on Amazon, like we talked about. Download your reports, do searches from the eBay button on SellerAmp, and number 3, create a Replens list with a Google Sheet. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. Also, subscribe to my newest podcast, guys. It's called the E2A Flippers Podcast. It's all about eBay to Amazon. It's 100% free. Every single week, we got a brand new, fresh video that comes out every Monday morning. So definitely subscribe on Spotify, Apple, Google, your favorite podcast player. And I just want to say I appreciate you all. Much love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.